Doodlebomb here. I'm going to show you how I used Calligraphr and Procreate to make my very own Uncharted-esque font so that I can use it for all my future Uncharted projects as part of this challenge, as well as thumbnails and this clock. So first off, you will have to set up an account with Calligraphr, but it is free as long as you stay under a certain number of characters. First, we're going to create a template, and this is where you pick exactly what characters you want. Lowercase, uppercase, numbers, all that stuff. If you hover over each thing, it will pop up and show you exactly what it is that you're about to click on and put in your template. Here I'm just looking over all the options. I actually have 3 different Uncharted fonts I made just because I'm limited by the number of characters I can have on a free template, and I couldn't decide if I wanted lowercase and uppercase or a combination of everything, and I ended up with my final one being as many characters as I could get to fit on a keyboard as possible, because would that not be amazing if I could make an Uncharted keyboard? Here I've run into the character limit that I mentioned earlier. It's 75 glyphs. But that's okay because we can just delete off the ones we don't want, which in this case is going to be lower cases. Now that I'm happy with the characters, it's time to download the template and take it over to Procreate. Oh, and be sure to name it something that you can find easily, because this is going to end up being the name of the font when you install it on your computer later. It does download as a PDF, so whenever I want to import it into Procreate, it did like a 2-page thing and it was hard for me to edit it. I'm sure there's ways around this, but I didn't know them. So what I ended up doing was just opening the PDF on my iPad and screenshotting each page and just uploading them as an image into Procreate, so it was really easy for me to just crop out the edges and fill it in. To get the letters on first, I ended up just inserting a text box and typing the whole alphabet in a font that I liked. I ended up choosing Damascus, and what I did was I set the font really high because it's a lot easier to shrink it to fit than it is to blow it up and it not blur out. I tried out 10 or 11 different textures that were already in Procreate during this process, and ultimately my favorite combination was I would select the eraser, then I would go down and click Elements and find Clouds in the drop down, and I would lower the opacity, and I hit the entire page with that, so it's just like a little vague, like just barely brushing away, and then I would go back and go to the organic drop down textures and hit Spires, and then I would go over each letter individually with that one, and it added this nice little crinkliness that I was really pleased with. Once you're happy with your font, go ahead and save those images, and then we're going to head back to the Calligraphr site. Now we've already made our template, so this time you're actually going to go to Fonts page. You're going to click Upload Template. Then you're going to click Files and make sure that you leave Automatically Clean unchecked, at least for this style of font where we want it to look weathered. Find your file and click Open. And then if you're like me, you'll have to upload a second one, so go ahead and hit Choose File and then upload the next one. And now it's finally time to upload your template and create your font. It's going to show you a preview of your font, and you can add or delete characters here. Once you're done with that, go ahead over and hit Build Font. And this is where you actually name your font and what it's going to show up like in your documents. And now it's time to hit Build. Here you'll get another preview of what your font looks like, and you can even compare it to other fonts that they have loaded to give you an idea of the size comparison. Now you can download your TTF file, and if you click on it, you can see a preview of it in a pre-made sentence. And then if you right-click and scroll down to hit Install, then you'll just install it right on your computer. Put it somewhere safe, and then get ready to test it out in whatever app you like. Here I just show you a comparison of a default font, the Uncharted font I made with automatic clean turned on, and the same drawing but with the automatic clean turned off. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful. This project was one of many I plan to do for my Year of Uncharted. This is episode 5, but there are plenty more on the way, so please subscribe if you want to see more projects like this. And like that clock I teased earlier, which will hopefully be the next episode released. Do you recognize that font? Of course you do. See you next time.